Alright, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Evangelion update. I'm pleasantly surprised by this update, and I'm very excited for the new skill changes that came from KMS. So, today's video is going to be for all the Mihile mains out there, and I'm just going to showcase the skill changes for the class, as well as my brief thoughts on what it's all about. So, let's dive right in. The first skill we'll talk about will be Sword of Light, which the skill description keeps getting longer every time I look at this skill. But yeah, let's not look at the skill description. The skill got a really awesome buff from Nexon, which is now when you activate the skill, when it's on cooldown, it'll reactivate itself every 5 seconds, which is a very nice buff targeted towards bossing. So it is a bit tedious to use, I must say, because the cooldown is very short. The cooldown is only 12 seconds, and because it reactivates every 5 seconds, you only get 2 free activations of the skill before you have to cast it again. So that's a bit tedious, but nevertheless, a very nice buff. Now, the other thing there are 2 kind of small things about the skill. Firstly, it'll only activate the 1 stack Sword of Light, even if you've upgraded the skill by having a lot of Royal Guard stacks. It won't cast anything higher than the 1 stack sword, which kind of sucks. And secondly, you do have to be attacking for the skill to reactivate itself. And you can use any attack, really. It doesn't really matter. So if you activate it and you just AFK, it won't reactivate. So yeah, now what do I think about this skill when it comes to bossing? I haven't actually tested it in a late game boss fight, not a real serious boss fight, but I will say that it is actually quite a nice DPS boost. But you do have to really try for it. You have to stick close to the boss at all times, because the range of the 1 stack Sword of Light is very, very short, which kind of sucks. I mean, Mihile was already a very short range class. Now it's like a class that hugs the boss really closely, so a bit of a shame, but yeah. Now, there was also a misunderstanding about this skill, and I do apologize for that. I even made a Reddit thread about it. Basically, what I thought was that Nexon was actually going to nerf the skill when it came to GMS, and the reason why I thought that was because the Orange Mushroom website, which I get a lot of my information from, had a error in the skill description, which said that Nexon was going to remove the ability to cast this skill even without Royal Guard stacks, which was how it was when it first came out, and it was awful, right? So, I'm happy to be wrong, and I'm really happy to be wrong, and say that that's not the case. Nexon didn't take anything away from this skill. You can still cast it whenever you want, so really, really good change. The only other thing I want to talk about was the passives that they changed. They gave a really huge buff to Expert Sword Mastery. It now gives 15% critical rate, just kind of out of the blue, for no reason. And they also increased the critical damage of the skill from 8% to 10%, which is a nice buff. So I believe now Mihile is one of the easiest classes to hit 100% critical rate, so I'm glad they did that. Now, just in case you were wondering, I did test the skill with combat orders, and just to see if it increased it at all, but unfortunately, combat orders does not work with the critical rate and the critical damage component of this skill. Doesn't increase it at all. It does increase the one-handed sword mastery and the attack power, but not the new changes, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if that's how it should be, but it doesn't work with combat orders, unfortunately. Just in case you guys were wondering. So, I'll just answer this guy's question real quick, so. Now, will I showcase this new skill? Absolutely. Today I do plan on doing a Lotus run, with another Mihile, actually. And I believe a Dark Knight is tagging along, which will make it really interesting. So, if that run doesn't turn to absolute shit, which normally my Lotus runs do, unfortunately, I'll upload that and you guys can see two Mihiles struggling to use this skill effectively. Yeah, so look forward to that, if it happens. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I will upload some more videos. I do realize it's been quite a while. But, yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on the new skill changes, you can leave it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.